Right there, folks. What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Pleasure to see you, as always. Hope we've all had a good Friday. We are now into the semi-finals, so we've only got a couple of games to go through. Some of them are still going on, so I don't exactly know every match that's going on, so you're pretty much just going to have to guess one or two of them at the end. But we'll go through them, regardless. I feel like while we're in flow state, I'll still do a video, so like the video for me if you would. Get yourself subscribed if you're not. I appreciate everyone who has subscribed over the past few days. You know, we were on 500 a couple of days ago. I think we're nearly touching 540 now, so we continue to grow. Love it. Love to see it. Do me a favour, do yourself a favour, get yourself involved, stay involved. I'd love to have you. If you want to support the channel, link is in the description and the pinned comment. Regarding the picks, if there's any for today, you're probably going to have to check back at, I'm going to say 8 a.m. UK time, so whatever that is for you, you know, you do the math. I am in work tonight, got to go in a couple of hours, so I imagine I would have made the decision by then. So yeah, it's going to be up to you this one for a little bit anyway. When the lines drop, you'll have to let me know what you're going for. Touching on today, before we get into it, Zizou Berg, I had him for a set. That ended up getting a tick on my bet slip, but I did see people complaining on Twitter saying it got void. It shouldn't have been void if you took him just for the one set. I mean, you got through that. Zhang ended up pulling out in the second, so I know if you took the money line you wouldn't have got it, but set with a hit. Thiago Sabo filled. He's played so good this week, and you know what, I feel like he played well enough in that first set. Unravelled a little bit in the tiebreaker, I'm not going to lie. And then I feel like our boy was in his own head a little bit in that second set too. He was trying to destroy the racket and whatnot, but I feel like he left it a little bit too late to mount a comeback, but it is what it is. It's the way she goes in it, folks. You know, you can't deny he was playing really good. So was Laszlo Djere. I thought he was good for at least a set. But, say, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? It's alright, isn't it? You've got to take it all in stride and we'll crack on today. Where do we start? I'll tell you what, we'll start with this one. We definitely know this one's happening. So we've got Zizou Bergs, Hugo Humbert, and these are going to be really quick. I am just going to gloss over them really fast, and then we'll pick it up come tomorrow, and then we'll start looking into Qatar as well, because we've got the other tournament over in Doha starting very, very soon. But Zizou Bergs, Hugo Humbert, getting Hugo Humbert roughly the same price as what we did today against Sonego. He looked really good as well. We knew he was going to win that one. Fairly routine win for Humbert there. Zizou Bergs, like we just mentioned, did get the walkover. Looked decent enough. He gave up a break, got it straight back, and then ended up finishing the set 7-5. But I weren't paying much attention at that point. I just thought, oh yeah, it's 7-5. It's you know, one down, one to go. Onto the second set, but then apparently Zhang just couldn't continue. So how much of that, you know, how much of him dropping that first set had to do with, you know, I don't know. I'm not too sure. Regardless, I feel like Zizou Berg was more than capable of holding his own against Zhang, although I'm still a bit confused as to why Hubert Hurkacz just couldn't do it the other day. I don't know. But anyway, Berg's just a little bit too aggressive for Zhang today. He's been decent on the hard court, especially, like, we know he's good anyway. He's fairly decent on the hard court. I think he's made significant improvements this year. Like, you know, he went 9-9 outdoors last year. He's already went 7-3, and it's halfway through Feb. That is a significant improvement, if you'd ask me. 3-0 on the indoor court too. He went 12-8 last year, for those that care. Hugo Humbert, I said it yesterday and I'll say it again. Fantastic hardcore player. Always has been, pretty much. 20-11 last year, we mentioned all that. 10-3 indoors. He went 4-2 outdoor this year, and he's 2-0 indoors currently on the season. You know, we know he won this last year, so I imagine he's probably going to fancy himself again this year. gets past, I don't know. I don't know who he's going to end up facing in the final. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But I would imagine Hugo Umbe. He's too good. And I know we tend to say every now and then about the rankings. Sometimes they don't really do it justice, do they? Sometimes rankings don't really mean anything. But Hugo Umberto on his day, and I really do mean this, he really does play like a top 20. He he is a lot better than most on his day. We know that anyway. Zizou Berg, although he seems to, I'm not going to say exploded onto the scene because he hasn't, because he's been around for quite some time, but um, I can't help but notice how good he has been. And the moments where he's lost, you can sort of make an argument on all of them and go, oh, it was this, it was that, and fair play, but he's on one hell of a win streak as well after getting beaten in the Australian Open, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Medjedovic has just beat Daniel Altmaier as we speak, so that makes the next one a lot easier. I'd probably still have to go with Hugo Humbert in France. Big lefty serve, he's so good, so clinical. He looked really good today against Sonego, and we know how good Sonego has been all season. He made that look easy. I can't go against Hugo Humbert. I can't. I know Zizou Berg can be a little bit more volatile. He can be a little bit more explosive sometimes, mentality-wise. Even though he probably is a bit more of an explosive player on the court, he can be a little bit erratic. And he's one of them players where, I don't know, I feel like the games he's lost, the more he searches for winners, it's not going to work against someone like Hugo Humbert. I really don't. Do you think he covers the spread? I don't know. What's that spread? 2.5? I can't see him covering it, I can see it being rinse and repeat for Hugo Humbert. I really can. More of the same, 6-3, 6-4. Maybe a tight first set. I don't know, but I just think I can probably trust in Hugo Humbert a lot more. In the current day than Zizou Bergs, and that's not taking anything away from Zizou Bergs, but if you just want my opinion on it, I know what I'm going to get from Hugo Humbert. Providing the same guy turns up who has all week, I feel like, even if the best version is Zizou Bergs turned up, I don't think he beats the best version of Humbert. I really don't. Hugo Humbert's playing really well. He's playing really well. So is Zizou Bergs. It is tough, but I expected him to be. It's not like a massive favourite. 1.4, it's a big favourite. It's not huge, but it's big enough. Like I say, it's probably just going to be rinse and repeat. Wouldn't be surprised if he gets it done in straight sets. He is a lot better, a lot more accomplished. I think he's a lot more trustworthy in this spot, so I'd probably have to go with Hugo Humbert. Once again, I should have went for him today, and I'll probably go for him to beat Zizou Bergs. Even touching that, like I said, check back in the morning. And then Medjedovic is going to be playing Daniel Medvedev now, so Medvedev beat him last year. Medjedovic did sneak a set off him, 6-2 as well. It was quite a set. Now, I know I've spoke about Medjedovic pretty much every video, haven't I? He is good. He's really good, and he's been really good this week. He struggled against Daniel Altmaier there. Now, Daniel Altmaier's been really good as well. Is that just a bit of a sleeper one where you go, oh, I don't know, he's playing a lot better than what you'd expect from him? I'm not too sure. Medjedovic, is he succumbing to a little bit of fatigue? That is also possible. I feel like we've barely spoke about Medvedev all week because, it seems like when we do speak about Daniel Medvedev, especially as of late, it's always just the same story in it, but I can't help but feel like he's just flew right under the radar for us this week. He's been quite a big favourite in the past 2 games, but you can't deny he's looked a little bit like the Daniel Medvedev we know. He just drilled Lemon Sherbet in 2 sets. He didn't even cover that 4.5. Medvedev did, but obviously Lemon Sherbet didn't. And then he's just done the exact same, if not worse, to Jan-Lennard Struff. And I did say Struff looked a bit shaky the other day against Hugo Grenier, but even still, Daniel Medvedev's just fisting people on this hard court. He just is. Now I'd love to sit here and I'm going to see what the odds are. If the spread's big enough, I may just gamble on Medjedovic. Plus, like, if it's a 4.5, I can't see it. I can't see it. They're going to try and sting you with a 2. They can't. This has got to be at least 3.5 points. 3.5 games. Pardon me. I don't think Medjedovic beats him. He didn't beat him last time out. And I feel like Medvedev has no that, like, look, we can't deny he has took a massive dip since the last time these met, but if we just ignore all that for a second, how many people this week have been playing shit leading into these tournaments and then all of a sudden he's just turned into like a top 10 player? Daniel Medvedev, if he just plays the way he's done his first 2 games, it should be another win. You know that it should. I don't want to see the odds for this in an hour or two whenever they come out and it's like 1.2 for Medvedev. Like, I can't blame it if it is, but if you give me like a 1.4, something like that, I'll parlay it with Ugo and Bet. I promise you. If I can get something like that for Medvedev, I'll take it because I do think he beats Medjedovic. I do. If Daniel Altmaier is going to take you that far, I'm going to keep it that close against you. Like I said, I think Medvedev's playing a lot better than what we've given credit for the past couple of days. So, and you know, even though Ugo Humbert is still going, funnily enough, Medvedev's actually only just, but he is still a slight favourite to win this entire tournament. So, I feel like we'd be rather foolish to sleep on him playing the way that he is. So that'll do us for Marseille. And then look, Delray Beach is still going on right now. So I think the winner of Taylor Fritz and Davidovich Fokina will play the winner of Matteo Arnaldi and Binach. So we can't really do much with these. That's why I left until the end. But you probably will agree with me. Whatever the result of the quarterfinals, I imagine I would be taking Taylor Fritz in the semis. Now, I could have just jinxed him. He might get beat by Davidovich Fokina. The head-to-head is 2 apiece. That's playing in a sec, but I don't know. Like I say, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. And I think whoever wins out of Cam Norrie and Alex Michelsen, I cannot remember for the life of me who they're playing. Fuck, I've just checked as well. Oh man, that's disappointing, that. Can't believe I forgot. Oh, no. It's gone. It's gone, folks. Can't remember. Shit. Let me just check. Bear with me one sec. I can't believe this. Who else is playing in Delray Beach? Who's just fucking played then? I've literally just seen it. Where are we? Delray Beach. Kekmanovic. Kekmanovic has just beat Marcus Garon, that's it. So, whoever wins out of Alex Michelsen and Cam Norrie will play Kekmanovic. That'll be... that goes over, doesn't it? That one goes over, I can tell you that for free. And then Buenos Aires. I think Navone's just beat Joao Fonseca. I think he has. And he's still got Zverev to play Cerundolo, so... One of them, I can't remember who. I think the winner of Fonseca and Navone will play Laszlo Djere, potentially. And then Musetti's just had to pull out against Pedro Martino, so... If the first one's correct, I imagine whoever wins out of Zverev and Cerundolo will play Pedro Martinez. So, you know, might do a little short. Might do a little short or something, or just a little video when I get home tomorrow morning, just when I know what's what. Like I said, I probably could have done a short, but figured while we were on a roll, why the fuck not, mate? Why not? But anyway, folks, I'll leave you with that. I'll be saying good night to you, and I'll see you tomorrow, yeah? Let me know what you're going for, at least when the lines come out, and I'll check them throughout the night, and I will try my best to reply to each and every one of you, like I always do. So thanks for watching, appreciate you stopping by, like and subscribe, take it easy, innit, take care of yourself, take care of one another, just try and get that cash today, enjoy the tennis, see you tomorrow.